Good day, I'm Ikslorin, and after a 1 week break that I really felt like I've needed, I'm back, and I've chosen to be a little bit easy on myself this week, just playing something that is completely without any lack of thinking, being this terrible looking face hunter. Really, look at this curve, man. Man, I feel this looks just really naughty. There's nothing less than 4 mana in this thing. This looks even worse than the aggro mage that I had. And the only thing that we have in here is buffs and things that we can be certain that are going to be damage. The Leper Gnome, Worgen Infiltrator with stealth, more buffs, and board clear together with again, even more damage to the face. Sticky minions, actually, it's the only one, but it goes well for the Knife Juggler, which is just even more damage. And even more damage, and this looks like it's going to be... Like, if we cannot win at least within the first 5 turns, we probably are doing something wrong. And even when we win, we're going to be feeling really, really terrible. But it is, as I said, the best way for me at least, just to learn the meta decks, is just for me to play them. And since there are so many Mech Mages, I played that one 2 weeks ago, and now since there are so many Hunters, I sadly have to be part of the scum. So maybe this is also going to be the first time, on air at least, that I'm going to have a hateful message. Maybe. Now I have no idea really what you should mulligan for, but I guess whatever you get in your into your hand is probably okay. I would expect only to get some kind of taunt at turn 5 from a druid. Maybe if he actually should be going for an not an overgrowth. That is a StarCraft map. But if he should wild growth, then he could go further. So we could maybe keep the ult for that. We have a turn 3 then at least. So let's do this. Though we don't have a turn 2 anymore. We should have kept one of those mad scientists. Oh, this is awful. Man, I seem like, even though I may have needed that break, I was certainly not gonna just had learned anything from this. So well, this is bad. But since he has also a Leper Gnome, he's most likely also really aggro. So this we should probably go for some kind of nah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't really bother with actually trying to trade with him. As long as it's not a hunter, it's still just aggro and nothing else. So I wouldn't bother with actually just trying to trade here. Makes no sense. So let's just buff the ult and go face with that. And yeah, I guess I'm just not really used to being a face hunter here. I should probably have gone for phase 2 with that. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I should probably have done that. But oh well, it's the first time that I'm playing something as awful as this. So, give me a some select, shall we? He's all the way down at 20, which is not really the best. To my knowledge, face hunters should actually get you under at around 10 to 15 at turn 3. So, yeah, I should probably have kept one mad scientist and have removed all the owls. And there you go. Interesting enough, a Shade of Naxxramas here. A very slow card compared to what else he had played. I'm pretty sure if you have a Leper Gnome, you're going to be really aggro. You don't really go for a Leper Gnome if you're not going to try and kill your opponent really pretty fast. So, I don't really know what to expect from this guy. Well, we can just hope to be lucky, for sure. And that is, well, it certainly is the face. That is something. I mean, the Knife Juggler understands what we're trying to do here. So I guess it's fine.
I must safeguard the land.
Yeah. All of a sudden he has just changed into a normal kind of druid. And I'm pretty much losing steam here too. I should probably just concede, to be honest. I guess. I can't see really how I should be able to get back from this, but I will try, obviously. That was... I will just want to get the extra minion out on the board. But even though I should probably expect some kind of taunt now, I still just want the extra minion. Either we win with going all in, or we just don't. That was my reasoning for going for the owl here. But we should probably expect something like that. Which is every minion that we really have now. Isn't it? Yeah. At least an explosive trap will clear his whole board. Actually, it will not if he actually trades now. Which it does. Which is really irritating. And, coolly enough, he is actually choosing to go for my face just to keep the extra HP. Let's just get through the taunt. Then we will get him down to 7 HP again. Then we go for 5 more. Problem is, a kill command will not be able to kill him this turn, because we don't have a beast anymore.
What to do?
Okay, card draw with a short break. Yeah, as I said, this seems like some kind of mid-range druid, which I'm really confused why you then would go for something of a leper gnome. I guess I've just completely misunderstood what the idea behind the leper gnome is, but really, a leper gnome is something that is going to be killed. Pretty sure. You can be pretty sure that that thing is going to be killed in some way. So you would only have it in something where you actually want the damage to go in, and that death rattle is only in there just so that you can be sure that you actually get that damage done that you need, and that is only reasonable in an aggro deck or a face deck like this. So if he doesn't armor up now, or in any way else heal himself, then he's dead. And he should be realizing that. Also, he shouldn't hero power and go with his face in. Okay, that is cool. We're still 1 damage off. We can actually still win this easily. We just have to top deck the right thing here. That is not the right thing. And with that, we're probably dead. Can't see. How much does he have anyway? He has 16, so we are dead, yeah. No, he doesn't have... yeah, he has 16, so we're dead. Now, if he was stupid and wanted to... he could die because of bad manners. But I don't expect him to be so stupid to actually do that, to try and kill my mad scientist and then go in. We would have won if he had done that. But I don't think he's that stupid. So one more game. These videos are also going to be just a teensy bit, yeah, not just a teensy bit, much shorter actually. I'm just thinking that last time with aggro decks like the Mech Mage, which is even some kind of mid-range thing, and with something like, oh damn, what happens to me? With something like the aggro deck by Trump that I had 3 weeks ago, I ended up with having nothing to talk about in the end. But this is probably going to be the most interesting match of them all. And Unleash the Hounds is probably something that I should just keep. Just for the fact that we can actually then trade in. He's going to have a lot of 1 HP stuff. So, actually, even though we don't have a turn 1 play, i.e. we don't have anything strong, we on the other hand have answers for himself. And since this is going to be a hunter against hunter, this is going to be about board control. This is not going to be just about us trying to kill each other as fast and humanly possible. I don't expect that, at least. I expect us to try and make this... try and keep board control. If you go face against face, it should be ending up in some kind of clearing here. Okay, so he goes for as much damage as humanly possible out of that one. I like that. Yeah, Animal Companion. Play it on curve. And there we go. Awesome. Now an explosive trap, which he should have, is going to be really bad, but it's going to kill the 2/1/1s, which is not going to be the worst, really. So just let them get killed and then hunt a creeper or something like that. What is... Interesting, playing with some of the new Blackrock cards. I like that. There's some... I'm not so sure... I mean, the new Legendary is really, really cool. But I'm not so sure if I really like... if I really like the rest that much. The gang up thing is really interesting. But how much with everything that I've had right now, I have tried to make it work somewhat, but it doesn't. It really hasn't done anything right now. So they seem really interesting, but they don't seem to work as well. Though the Resurrect, I have a deck with it, and it seems really interesting, and it should probably be good in some kind of deck where you only have negative battle cries, or you have no battle cries at all. So because of that, I would expect that to be a pretty interesting one. I haven't really tried that out yet, though. So that's sadly one thing. Okay, so he's now beginning to trade too, which is cool and all, but now I have an explosive trap, which is good for me. So really right now I could just go for... we could go for Unleash the Hounds, trade in with both of these. Nah. We have to do this at least, for sure. Then we also are going to do this. Now the Unleash the House is surely not going to be what we're going to do. Play on curve. Not much to say. He's down to 17. We end our turn. Now, if he could probably go for an explosive trap himself and then pop my Haunted Creeper. But yeah, that is the only thing that he really can do. One other quick shot. Cool. Well, he didn't draw any cards from both of these, so that is somewhat okay for me, I think. And morph to the face. And an explosive trap. Cool. We pretty much got the board control here. We traded from the start, and we got everything up and going so that we should actually trade favorably. Meaning that he is going to be dead quite fast. Even though we're actually getting to turn 7, which is probably not what you would want to do with this deck. But again, in this matchup, I guess it makes a lot of sense. And we pretty much have lethal. Except if he goes for an explosive trap, then he will get the inevitable away for one extra round, but no. There we go. Seems to me like I'm just not really good at aggro and face decks, but if I have to trade with another guy, it seems like I can do that. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like really there's... I really want to actually lose a lot with this deck, because I would like to see exactly what others are doing to win against it. So that Priest matchup we had earlier... Wait a minute, that wasn't Priest. Well, the first one we had, that one was... those are the enlightening ones that I actually want to have, because just winning with this is not going to teach me that much. Losing with it is going to teach me where are the weaknesses of this deck. I would expect Mage to be really good against it, which is the reason why I'm not really so sure why the Echo of the Nine deck hasn't been working that well for me against the Hunter. But I guess it's just because that the Echo of the Nine wants, or the Echo Control deck by Day 9 really just wants you to not fall as fast with the HP, though you would want to get low with the HP around turn 10. But turn 4 or 5 is not really turn 10, so I guess that is mainly the reason why. But I would expect Mage with their hero power to be strongest against all of these 1 HP minions. But because of the stealth and all this stuff and charge, you're sure to get the damage in. That is probably the way you're going to circumvent this. But yeah, I don't feel really that happy about playing this, but it is surely enlightening, which is the reason why I'm doing this. So yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.